Alright, sorry for the late start. As you see, having a very exciting time waiting for this to finish up. I figured we could use some good ice mountains for our snow region. So today we'll be focusing on the redwoods and our snow region. A little bit of optimization to do there too. And to anyone here, thank you for dropping by. Please let me know if you think of anything you'd like to see while we're working on it today. There we go. So we're still doing a little bit of work on this region. I haven't gotten to do as much as I'd like to yet. I think we're going to try and make some big changes today. I thought you'd like this, Islander. You know, I feel like it could use a good horseshoe crab temple, personally. But I'll wait for some input. Yes, this right here, this is the most exciting part of environment design. Watching things save. I can take a horseshoe crab shrine. I'm okay with that. But I still might make the temple, I'll just hide it somewhere you can't find it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me just cut those down to size real quick and we can get going. I don't know about you, but I don't think we need 8K textures in the game. Yes, I support this feature. I think we could use some good streams through this region today, so we'll probably do a little bit of that. We have a new water system we're using, so I think I might give that a try. just so we can change it up a bit. My apologies if you hear anything in the background. I have a sick child at the moment, so she's not very happy. Yeah, I'm also curious. I've only gotten to mess around with the simulation just a little bit with the new water system, so I'm curious how it'll look. Thank you. Please let me know if there's anything you'd like to see while we're working on this region. Because I will be playing it just as much as the rest of you. Almost done. That is possible, but only because I have to go to work sometimes, but you know, maybe I'll just stop and just stay home and play the game. I wouldn't mind it. That is true. But what if we added up my hours working on the game? I feel like I think I have more hours than you do. So a little while back I put a bunch of rocks here, so we're going to make some paths through it, because as cool as it looks, it might be a little hard to walk up that mountain. I think we're going to thin out some of these other plants as well. Oh yeah, you're right. We don't need to go up the mountain. I will specifically make parts of the map you can't go to, just so you have to look at it and wonder how it would be if you got to go up there. But you'll never know, because I won't let you. Yeah, I can't remember if I set up a nice path yet that I could use through this area. Thank you. I don't know if they've decided, but I don't think it's going to be much. Yeah. What's up, Void? Just need to decide on a material to use as a path. Let's see how this looks. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I thought the case was. And generally, games of this type aren't AAA priced or anything. That looks terrible. think I might need to come back and add a layer just for this. So I guess we'll ignore the paths for now. Perhaps. Might mess around with a couple others. See, that's not doing it for me either. I'm so picky about these things, I can't help it. I guess this will work as a temporary placeholder, just so I can have an idea of where the paths are going to be. Definitely gonna have to remove some plants along the way. Like all that grass. It's not the vibe. It's true. I don't think I'll ever feel like I'm done with the map. I'm sure I'll be updating it for a very long time. Because I'll always look at something and say, I could do this. Gotta love compiling shaders. So we're just gonna make a kind of basic path right now, just a placeholder until it's a little more set in stone what we're doing here. That too. We did talk about that. Yep, I know the feeling. I've done it myself many a time. I think we could use a little more plant variety in here too, so I might do that. I've been looking at a lot of pictures of the real redwood forest in California to get an idea of what this kind of biome is generally like. Of course, we'll make our own changes on top of that. I do love the redwoods. It's taken some time to get it running how I want, but it's getting closer now. Oh yes. I can't wait to see all the different things we'll see out in the environment. Since we're doing a bit of landscape work, we'll get these long save screens here and there, so bear with me. It's a huge landscape, so it takes a little time to build it. I don't know about you, but I didn't really want to compromise on the appearance of the map, so I'd rather have longer save screens while I build the landscape. I've put a lot of money into upgrading my PC just for this game. I wanted to be able to work on it a bit more efficiently. I was curious. Yeah, I think no matter how much power I give Unreal, I'm always going to want a little bit more so I can speed up something else. But there's really not a whole lot that I could go up from here. I just saw your message. My specs are definitely a little overkill, but it helps speed up some of the heavier tasks while making the landscape. I have a Ryzen 7950X for my CPU and an RTX 4080 for the graphics card. I wouldn't have minded a 4090 because it would have been helpful, but it was also a lot more money. What are you looking at getting for your next build? It's pricey out there right now. Yes, I definitely want to add a river. I'll probably do that on the stream today. It just seems like the perfect biome for it. Stop this path right over here. Now if I can find it again. Awesome. I'll take a look at the list when the stream is over. I'm thinking about putting a little river, or not a river, a pond or something at the base of these rocks. Oh, where'd they go? Over here. I think it would look pretty cool. Maybe we could have some water running down the rocks. This is why I should have been clearing the grass off the path as I went, so I could find it. Here we are. Yes, I agree. I can't wait to see all the different life out in the world on here. I'm also excited for the ocean for that reason. Thank you. Try my best to make it look decent. And run well. That's important. I do have the frame rate limited on the stream, so it may not look like it runs well, but it does. I agree. I have been gathering some models for coral and stuff like that to put in the ocean. Definitely excited to see how it'll look. Some of these shadows are too dark too, so I need to do something about that. This is one of the regions I'm most excited to work on. It's just, it took some time because with these huge trees, it was difficult to optimize, but we're really getting there with it now. Hello there. Everyone who stopped in, I appreciate the support. That would be more a question for Islander. I think he's still around right now. Yeah. I like the streams. My excuse to get away from the world and work on the game. It's wild. I've seen it myself. Take just a moment. I need to narrow down which plants I'm using here. I'm glad everyone has stopped by. Now we need to clear out some of this. Definitely want to use a lot of ferns because they really fit this environment. I want to burrow. Can I burrow and like stop going to work and stuff? That'd be cool with me. I don't think they'd find me underground. Yes, I love ferns. I've made quite a few of them of my own. I'll probably bring some of my custom models into the game. Thank you. I do love this forest. I just need to get it shaped up a little more, spend a little more time in it. I think we'll start working on a stream in a minute. Plus, when I've watched, Jurassic Park and stuff a million times, there are ferns everywhere in the environment. It just fits the whole theme. Gonna extend this path. Yes, there's quite a variety. Ones I haven't seen in other games. I would support that. Yeah. I've never been good with UI work. I don't know how you do it. It's just not my strength. Oh, compiling shaders. My favorite. I am also sick. I don't know what with, though. I like coding, but our programmers are much better at it than I am. I use it out of necessity. I guess so. I have no idea where mine came from, but I guess it could be from my kids' school, because they're usually the reason that I'm sick. It may technically be winter, but where I live, it's still not very cool. Yeah, it's really great working on a team that makes so much progress. I like that there's a constant rate of stuff going on here. That sounds wonderful to me. I don't know when the last time was I was in weather that cold. As for mod support, that's not my department, so I'm not sure on that, but I imagine if it's possible, probably no one would be against it. Yes, we can absolutely switch. I am done with the weather here. It's probably a good idea for the mods. I could see it breaking a lot of things. This is good enough for now for the path. Just need to clear it out a little bit. Also, small thing that bothers me. The way the light passes through these leaves. I need to fix this. Then we're gonna make some cool stuff. Just had to lay a little groundwork. (6°C). That sounds glorious to me. It is, let me see what it is here. 57 Fahrenheit. I don't know off the top of my head what that would be Celsius. Cooler than normal right now. Hey, I will gladly ride a unicorn through this environment. Oh, Germany. From everything I've heard, that looks like the place for me. The weather. .48 does sound nice. I mean, I know it's only a little bit lower than here, but it never feels as cold as it says here because it's so humid all the time. It's not the vibe. -17. That's intense. I like it. For reference, the last time we had really cold weather here, where I am, it hit 9 degrees Fahrenheit one day, and I was outside in shorts. I love the cold. You and me both. I would love to have snow. I love this ground. It's so pleasing. Yes, melting snow is terrible. Also trying to park in my parking space. Last time it snowed here, I park on an incline, so I kept having to go up, roll back down, drive back up again. Lots of fun. I think so. I'll probably still change it a little bit, but overall I like the texture. I think I'd like something that looks a little more like dirt instead of rocks, but I'm not sure. I will gladly take input, though. You know, insects are such a small touch, but I absolutely plan on adding insects at least to the environment because I think it gives it a little more life. I actually added some to the project the other day. Plus, say you're walking through the woods and you find a massive pile of dinosaur poop. How will you know it smells bad without flies? Checkmate. Oh yes. Sound is important. Luckily we have someone who's very good at it. After this, we'll find where we're going to put this stream. Yeah, not a bad idea. But you know, I still vote Horseshoe Crab Temple, personally. Absolutely need it. Yeah, stream in stream. I'm cool like that. Anybody ever just accidentally double click out of nowhere? That's what I just did. I don't remember the exact amount of time, but from what I've played, I like the rate. It seems reasonable to me. Good enough on the path for now. Now I need to fix up how some of these plants look. In sunlight, because it isn't great. Like these. That's not what I want. Mostly the leaves. We'll check it all. just to be safe. Yeah, live on Turkey Day, but only for a little bit. I do have to keep it on the shorter side today just because festivities. To modify this, I do need to spend some more time playing the Isle. I only recently started. There was this old Jurassic Park game I loved. I have played that a little bit recently. That is a little bit more improved. It works, it works. Maybe a little heavy on the twigs. For now. Or so I thought. The car is somewhat large. Is the default. No. Almost done here, I promise, but this bothers me every time I'm here. Yes, we'll use shadows. I'll go with it for now. Okay. Now, I think we need a stream. Now, where do we want it to start? Somewhere over here. Coming down this mountain. The rocks. Yes, stream time. My favorite. I love water. And rocks, as you see. Okay, I think we'll start it up here and have it go down this mountain. To shape up some of this a little. Yes, crabs. Specifically of the horseshoe variety. Furious, I don't know if you've gotten to take a look at the water test map, but I would recommend it. Ah, that's what I'm going for. I love the pictures of that area. It's beautiful. It'll take a little time before I'm satisfied here, but I think we're getting a good start. I guess that depends on your definition of tropical. We have jungle area in the cove, and then we have another jungle area outside of that. And that one I haven't gotten very far on yet, but I have done a little bit. Yes, on volcanoes. hot springs seemed like it would fit too, so I like that idea. Make this look a bit nicer in a minute, but I just want a basic path for the water to follow. Yes, the map will change every so often. Oh no, I'm just making the environment. And I do optimization work on the environment as well. But we have a team of programmers and UI people, sound people, so on. Definitely couldn't handle a game like this on my own, but the environment, that I can do. Just want to shape it up a little bit and then we'll add some water. I'm really glad you like it. I love working on it. If I could just do this all day, I would. I don't think we have a release date in mind yet, but we're working pretty quickly. But we also want it to be good when it releases and run well for as many people as possible. I wasn't here right at the beginning, but I believe it still started several months before I joined. But when I saw this game, I had to get in. I love dinosaurs, and also just the amount of variety on the map. It's amazing. I love it. Being able to do so many different types of biomes is fun. Yeah, I'm not going to keep the river walls like this. This makes it a little weird to shape it since it's on a mountain. Minnie! Hello there. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite biome yet, but this is one of my favorites. I really like the jungle areas too. The goal is to make them all well enough that it's hard to decide which one's my favorite. Oh, so far I've mainly played the Eokar, but I'm not sure yet which one's going to be my favorite. But, you know, flying horseshoe crab, that would be the alpha predator here. Hint, hint. I'm just going to do a kind of rough draft for the walls of the stream right now until I've solidified it a bit. I am the map designer. Oh, in general. I know it's a boring answer, but velociraptors. I like them. They seemed like they were really intelligent and vicious. I do know, but I think right now we're keeping it under wraps. Okay, good enough to start with. It's not what I meant to do. And we'll shape this up a bit more, make it look more natural as we go along. But I usually like to place the water first and then see how it looks, so I can tweak it along with the water. To move around trees like this. You know, I don't think these grow out of rocks. Normally. I guess we could kind of do our own thing, but I just don't know about that. Reposition a few of these. Okay, let's put some water down. A few files here. At the moment, I'm just placing some regular plants, but we do have aquatic foliage. I'm still working on the material I want to use for under streams and things like that. Oops. So, for now, I'm just using the grass as a placeholder. There we go. Oh yes, many, many ferns. Relevant username. Thank you. Definitely took a while before I got to be any good at environment design. Yeah, I think once we shape this up a little bit, it'll look really nice with the environment. And more ferns, of course. Many more ferns. I know they've done some work on that somewhat recently. So I'm sure there's a lot that's going to change with death animations. I think we need a tree in the middle of the stream either, but you know. Got to change that. I agree, I like this water material. It's good for streams going downhill and things like that because it can look really nice. And there are definitely plans to add some fish. Tree falling over. I like that idea. I was kind of thinking that too, so that solidifies my decision. I think we will do that. Oh, that's not normal. That's kind of the pain with shaping a landscape. The trees moving around. Have to fix them constantly. I am about to have to end the stream in a minute. Just because I'm about to have to go to some Thanksgiving festivities. I know it was a bit on the shorter side today, but next week it will not be. Yes, I agree. I still need to add more trees in general in this area. Haven't gotten to work on this biome as much as I would like to. So I think we're going to be doing that for the next few weeks. Thank you, you too, if you're doing anything today. Either way, you should enjoy your day. Want to get this little pond filled with water first before I go anywhere. See, this is how I end up staying up till 4 in the morning, working on the game. Oh, just one more thing. One more turn. Okay. So for the moment, we'll stop with this. Obviously, the shape of the stream is not done yet, but it's a start. So next week, I'll have more time to spend on the map. So we'll be having a longer stream next time. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I hope you drop by for the next one, too.